Total chaos down West Street Sunday morning. Traffic lights of temporary traffic lights on Frank Webb, and the cars are tailing back very near to bloody Bentley. And when you actually get there, the hole, there's nobody working. The hole's the smallest hole you've ever seen in your bloody life. There's absolutely no need for any traffic lights whatsoever. This is the roadworks. And that's the smallest hole I can find. There's absolutely no reason to have all this bloody mileage. It's just stacked up bloody everywhere. Well, Goddard Street's open at last, so they start to dig another hole. And people are asking, and I assume there's a reason for this. These bricks here, these houses, are a light brick. These new ones over here are a red brick. So one's assuming that the red brick is going to be a more expensive house than the white brick, rightly or wrongly. See, these are all red bricks. Well, that's the start to another week, and as you can see, this flagstone where you can break your neck, it's not been touched. And we have the invisible workers again. There's nobody do any work anymore. All this scaffolding, all this fencing. Granted it's raining, but there's no sign of any work being done or anything that has been done. If you want something to do while you're uptown, we've got the free ping pong parlour. 3 ping pong tables, balls somewhere I assume, and come and have a game of ping pong for free. Something a bit different. I'm not quite clear who is funding this, whether it's Cheshire East or somebody else, but you're getting bored uptown and it's pissing down outside, so come and play ping pong. Well, it's pissing down with rain. And just name and shame Cheshire East. And this is in the middle of town. And all that's flooded. All this side's flooded. Every time a car comes past you get that. My legs absolutely soaked with cars coming past and splashing me. Well, somebody did ask about the 3 lamps. Now anybody that can't remember that far back, here at the top of Hightown there's an island with 3 lamps, hence the name, a red phone box. And it's disappeared now. I thought they actually kept the 3 lamps and put them in the park opposite. Well, there isn't. There's 2 lamps. They're not the 3 lamps, so I'm not quite sure what happened to the 3 lamps. I'm just hiding under a shelter. And again, we've got a bit of rain, and you can see the floods. And they're absolutely soaking wet, but people come past and splash you. And do it good style. Everywhere you go, you get floods, because Cheshire East can't lay them over, but they love the money. I mean, they did West Street, didn't they? It cost, was it £1 million? And I think they came back 3 times because it was flooding, and still they haven't bloody solved the problem. Not rocket science, for God's sake. Chuck a bucket of water down. Oh, Richard Moon Street. Anybody for a bit of fishing? I mean, why do people people in Crewe have to put up with this. When it's clearly this Cheshire East, isn't it, that's not doing the blaming job. And I'm absolutely soaked for people coming past in cars, hitting the water and spraying all over me. Name and shame Cheshire East. Well, this is not Crewe, but Winsford are going through the regeneration, so I thought I'd just compare the two while I'm here. So this bottom section is almost exclusively charity shops. There's one chip shop, Home and Bargain. So this bottom bit's still quite vibrant. The top bit's a bit better. I've got Wilco clothes, Shoe Zone clothes. There's two empty shops over there. And we come to the famous whiteboards everywhere. So all of the back of here was shops at one time. And there was another shopping centre up that way. But all we've got now is whiteboards, and more whiteboards. So not a lot different to Crewe really. We've probably got more shops than bloody Crewe. Well, the flats in Walker Street, is it? All round they're getting lots and lots of scaffolding, so presumably they're going to be doing windows again. Big craze for having your windows replaced apparently. Now back it has the wheel, and still we've got this invisible workforce. The weeds they dug up a few weeks ago are now starting to come up quite nicely. Still holes in the roof, still broken lights, and still no bloody sign of anybody doing anything. Well, Iceland, the big busy stripping out, all the freezers have gone, so we're just an empty shop. Not taking them long to shift everything. And we do have a surveyor on site on this car park, which now apparently is going to be, yep, it's another McDonald's. Just what we need. Now back in my day, the only thing you could get was fish and chips. There was nothing else. So if you're hungry, you have to make something. And now it's just become the nature to ring up one of these and get a ready meal. Well, I can't say as we really want another one. I think Cheshire East are going to go into a sideline of issuing fishing licences. Because this is all we see all over Crewe. And these are really serious, deep puddles, and everywhere you look. It's just puddles and puddles. Guy surveying for McDonald's. Well, again we've got a puddle. We've got a puddle. We've got a puddle. I think we should change it from Crewe to Puddletown. Well, we're certainly going for the bloody jackpot this week, aren't we? The works is closing down. They are actually moving to the retail part, but there'll be another bloody empty shop. Well, the biggest shock, and it's been to the staff as well, is this card shop that's been here donkey's years closing down. So we've had Wilco's, Iceland, this and everything all going within a few days of each other. They've been out bloody left in Crewe soon, and what are the council doing about it? We've got to ask some serious bloody questions here. I'm pretty sure I'm right with this. Before the council started buggering about, all these shops here and all the ones at the top were all full, or 90% of it. So we've gone from having all these shops to zero. Delamere House, and there's more scaffolding going up. You want to make a lot of money, start a scaffolding firm. Some serious amounts of bloody scaffolding. Well, we are clocking on with this brickwork. They're getting slowly higher. Am I the only one that thinks this is a bit strange? You make a concrete solid, well, I'm using the word loosely, building, and then you stick bricks on the outside, which structurally can't make any difference. It costs a fortune, time, money and effort, and serves no useful purpose, I can see. It's having to put tape behind the bricks. It's a weatherproof seal, so if water gets between the bricks and the concrete, Vera Duckworth and Jack Duckworth will tell you all about that. Well, Frank Webb play area, the new one, there doesn't seem to be a lot of progress. Still can't work out what half the things are. Obviously a little climbing frame, that's up. There's a post. And they just balance on that. There's lots of big holes. They are doing McLaren Street though, quite extensive around McLaren Street. And right over the other end if I can get without breaking my neck. And if the dog will move himself. Go on. There's a lot of fenced off area there. Whether they're putting something there or whether it's just where they're dumping all the soil. It's all a bit disjointed. There's a post there sticking up. There's obviously something going in here because they've got loads of metal. And say the big pile of soil over there. And by the wheel, we've actually got people on site doing stuff for once. Not a lot, but presumably doing the roofing. Now, interesting thing is, we know Smith's closed down, and when they finished, they took everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. All electric cable, fuse boxes, water pipes, absolutely everything. They've got no water, no electric, and presumably it belonged to Smith's because they were the ones that put it in. On the bus station they are having a bit of a play around this side, so whether they're going to start some work on this bit and get the bus station up. Well, they are at last putting up the artwork, and that's basically all it is, just fancy patterns. A lot quicker than bricking it, isn't it? Because these are still messing about putting bricks. And it's all, that's all it's going to be. It's not exactly very exciting, is it? See why it's different lengths, because at the bottom there it's not level, it's like a fancy angle. So I don't think it's anything exciting at all. Or at least it's going up. Because it all looks the same, it's hard to see what they've actually done in a week. But presumably, virtually at the end there, that bit there's them brackets there, so that something's got to go there. Assuming it's got to go one higher. So there's still quite a bit to do if they've got to put a new layer at the top there. A new actual layer on that bit. Something onto that bit. I say it all looks the same, so you don't know, without comparing to last week, what they've actually done this week. Apart from putting this artwork up. I'll stand back a bit because when you're sort of next to it you don't sort of see a lot of things, but there's one sort of glaring point, isn't there? There's no bloody roof on it, so presumably the whole thing's got to have a roof on, hasn't it? It's Cheshire, so we never know, but presumably there's going to be a roof on the damn thing, so there's lots and lots of bloody work to put a roof on. And the old birds come to say hello. Yeah, he don't. Yeah, he doesn't like it neither. I'm just looking to go in the market hall. I don't know how well he can read this, but apparently you can have no tracksuits, no joggers, no workwear. Caps must be moved or turned round. Well, when the hell did that come in? Well, we're here at one of the new stalls, which is Kennedy's. It does all American food. You can see the menu. This is a new store. They have got one in Nantwich. And you can see some of the types of food you can get. It's all American. So they are open. I'll come down and give it a try. Well, this guy always gives us a good tune. Just brighten the area up a bit.